welcome back to Glos Eatery. On my last show, I promised you that I would come here to make another chicken dish, one of our family favorites. It's Asian ginger chicken. And as you can see, I'm here in my kitchen. My husband is still the cameraman, and I am going to show you how to make an easy meal. If you notice, I have chicken tenders, and some of them are a little bit big, so that if they are, what I do is I cut them in half vertically and make pieces about half, 3/4 of an inch, and when it's partially frozen like it is, it's almost like working with a butter knife, and the chicken just cuts so smoothly. It's a little harder when it's completely defrosted or hasn't been frozen at all. But I wanted to show you, I usually buy a lot of chicken tenders and I put them in the freezer. This particular recipe calls for maybe 4 minutes on each side, real easy. And then I'll show you all the ingredients that make up the gravy. I put this on a bed of rice, and our family prefers brown rice. If you can't get it at a Chinese restaurant, you can go to the supermarket and get instant brown rice. 1 cup of water to 1 cup of rice, and you have a beautiful base. Now, as you can see here, these pieces are a little bit big, so all you have to do is just cut them right down the middle, like so. And we have 1 more to go. I usually use 4 strips, and that's enough for 1 dish with the ingredients I have. You can do this triangular like I'm doing it, or you can cut it down the middle. So there you have it, and what I'll do is just put it in a dish. It's easier to add it to a fry pan, and I cook with olive oil, so you add a few tablespoons of olive oil, heat her up, and then you want to add your chicken and cook it 4 minutes on either side. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to show you the ingredients that go into it. I'm going to make the gravy, and the key is the ginger. And I usually buy a piece and freeze it, and so it's very easy to grate it when it's a little bit frozen. And see there, you need a few teaspoons, so it doesn't take long for that to work up. And this is the thing that really adds such flavor to the chicken. Now, right now, we have the chicken. I turned it over. It's heating or simmering another 4 minutes, and that should be plenty. Now, take, hopefully it's 2 teaspoons, 1, and that ought to make it to 2, and now the rest of the ingredients. We have brown sugar and little pieces of garlic, about 2 teaspoons, some honey, 2 tablespoons actually of honey, a few teaspoons of cornstarch, quarter of a cup of water, and the last 2 ingredients we have soy sauce, a good quarter of a cup, there we have it, and a tablespoon of rice vinegar. That's it. So now you mix it all up, and the chicken is simmering. I'm just going to turn a few more pieces over and put it back on medium so it really cooks in. There we have it. Good. And then add in all of your ingredients for about another minute or so. And while this is simmering, I prepare a plate with a bed of rice and then put this over it. Now sometimes I also cut some Vidalia onions and have them in here as well. You could add broccoli, you could add a lot of other things to it, but I'm just showing you the basics right now. And there, we'll zoom in on this and you'll see, and it is absolutely delicious. The gravy gets absorbed into the rice, and I'll show you how it looks in just a minute. So here's the gravy with the chicken, and it's bubbling nicely. And on second hand, I thought about it, and for color, I thought it would be nice to add in some broccoli for you to see it. And naturally, these are frozen pieces, but they will soften. Only takes a few minutes for them to defrost, especially when I have it on medium. And while that's happening, I'm going to take and add the brown rice to a dish so I can serve it over it. So here we have a bed of rice, and as you can see, the broccoli is now starting to cook in. And you just add everything very carefully on top of the brown rice. And you have a delicious meal in less than a half an hour. Yeah. Beautiful. I hope you try it, because as you can see, it's pretty effortless. And if you're a mushroom addict like I am, this is a delicious meal also to add mushrooms. But I just want to taste a little. Beautiful. You can taste the ginger and yet it's not overpowering. And that's what's important. And I'll lift this up for the camera to get a good picture of this beautiful dish. And I hope I will have my recipe at the end of the show. I hope you will try it and let me know how you like it. Now, a future show is going to have a return guest on it, and I'll keep you guessing. But in the meantime, try this, enjoy it, and see you soon. And you can get in touch with me at glomez@verizon.net. Thank you.